there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino, welcome to my channel. Ito, ngayon lang ulit ako na makapag-reaction ito. The Darkest Secret. Ito ay 6 extreme horror video that will scare you to the max. So, matatakot daw tayo to the max, to the max, to the max, to the max. Kaya subscribe nyo na ang The Darkest Secret dahil ang gaganda ng mga video nito. So, ito, tirahin na natin to bago pa tirahin ng iba.
We live in a world where cameras record every second of
Namiss ko yung boses
our
niya.
lives. But sometimes they record things that should never have been seen.
Oh, creepy nito.
Impossible apparitions, creatures hidden in the dark, and situations so disturbing that they make even the most skeptical person doubt. Things like this are what await you on this list. Because my name is Leonor Clay, and this is
The Darkest
Secret. Today we present extreme horror videos that will scare you to the max. Number 6.
Ito na, number 6.
We begin this collection with a recording that is full of mystery and suspense. Because what began as a simple home security check ended up revealing something that left all of our viewers with goosebumps. You see the house in this image. It has had strange things happening for some time. Hearing footsteps when no one was there, doors moving on their own, and whispers coming from the garden. But never, ever had it gone as far as what you're about to see now. I'll let the video play just once. Let's see if you have the eagle eye to detect the paranormal activity that occurred here.
Ito na.
Bueno, gente, aquí está. Ese es mi sobrino, va a empezar. Está escondido, ¿no? Y esta es mi hermanita, que es la que vieron en el video, que es la primera que escuchó los gritos, ¿va?
Oh, CCTV. Oh, yun yun. Uy, gumalaw yung bintana.
De la mujer o lo que sea, y con esa cámara se grabó.
Minsan delikado din ka talaga ng minsan delikado na magkaroon kayo ng CCTV sa loob ng bahay kasi ginagawang TikTok na ng ng mga multo.
Did you see it?
Hindi.
Were you able to spot it? Upon reviewing the security camera footage, something is seen that no one can explain. A female face peeking out of the living room window. A face with an extremely unsettling gaze. According to the young man, while he was recording and describing the situation, he says that the window is more than 2 meters above the ground outside, so no one could look out of it without help. It was at that point that the viewers noticed something absolutely disturbing.
Wala naman tao sa labas.
Entonces, si se dan cuenta, hasta allá abajo hay una altura bastante considerable que ahorita vamos a bajar, ¿ok? Bueno, déjenme cerrar esto, precisamente para que los perros no se bajen. Un momentito, por favor. Ay, madre mía. Ahí está, ya conozco. Uy, me cayó.
Sapang nito, lumabas pa oh.
Déjenme ver porque es que está muy oscuro.
Ay,
Fíjense,
oo, hindi daw pwedeng tumayo dito sa bintana kasi pababa pala to.
la altura
Oh.
que se ve ya desde aquí, ¿no?
No tiene yung hagdanan.
Entonces, ay, me cayó. Ush, es que está muy oscuro aquí, no se ve muy bien. La altura que se ve ya desde aquí, ¿no? Entonces, la altura que se ve ya desde aquí, ¿no? Entonces,
Did you notice? As he was talking about the occurrence, right next to him, the lens briefly illuminated 2 strange, thin feet, and with a rare, mysterious complexion. David, the follower who shared this video with me, says that the young man
Gago, hindi ko nakita to. Nakita nyo may paa. Pucha. Ayop na yan. Natakot ako bigla. May paa pala. Anak ka ng...
and filming had seen something like this before. That he had seen a cadaverous-looking woman wandering around different parts of his house at night. She has long black hair, skin so white it seemed to glow in the dark, and a completely empty expression. According to him, this woman doesn't seem to have friendly intentions. And what's most troubling of all is that she no longer seems human. Perhaps a spirit, or maybe something much worse. But tell me, what kind of entity would be capable of
Ayan o. Nakita nyo ba? Korting mukha ng babae.
peering out of a window at that height?
Oo, ayan o. Ayan o. Kita nyo ba?
And of appearing right next to you without you noticing? Leave your opinion in the comments. Because this case, so far, undoubtedly raises
pala
more
yun.
questions than it answers.
Gago, nakatingin pa sa akin. Samang tingin sa akin ah. Gusto mo ng kape?
Number 5.
Duguan yung paa na tibo yun.
An interprovincial bus driver was traveling along a lonely road in the
Naku po,
early
ito
hours
na.
of the morning at an altitude of over 1,500 meters. When suddenly, upon entering an old tunnel, his vehicle's front camera captured something that left
Grabe yung tunnel. Nakakatakot. Ako dadaan dyan.
him completely frozen. Pay attention.
Hindi ako dadaan dito. Ay!
Un niño ahí. ¿Un niño era, no? Un niño, ¿vale? Era un niño. La verdad que está viendo el video, una criatura, ¿vale?
Sabi ko na eh, meron ako nakita eh. Ayan o. Nakatayo o. Yay! Yan ang ayoko, yung mga ganyan, yung mga sa daan. Takot ako mag-drive ng nag-iisa sa gabi, lalo madaling araw. Takot ako.
On one side of the road, the figure of a child can be seen.
Isipin nyo, di ba? For example, magsasolo ako. Magsasolo explore ako o mukbang ako sa, for example, sa diplomat. Di ba? Papasukin ko yun. Kaya kong pasukin yun eh. Kasi may gwardiya naman dun, di ba? Papasukin ko yun. Isipin nyo yung pag-uwi ko, putang na, hindi na. Kaya kailangan may kasama ka talaga pagpunta dun eh. Kasi yung pag-uwi mo, hindi na.
Who was alone, standing against the wall, without moving or looking back. At first, the driver and his passenger thought it was a case of abandonment, or perhaps someone lost. But when they stopped a few meters ahead and looked around, they found absolutely no one there. The place is a fairly secluded area where vehicles don't pass frequently, and there are no houses nearby. This is why many claim that what the driver recorded that night was not a real child, but the spirit of a little boy who had tragically died in that same tunnel many years ago. In fact, some claim that several drivers have seen its figure before, but this would be the first time a camera has managed to capture what happens inside that mysterious cave, in that mysterious tunnel. Looking at this image,
Problema niyan, pagka, di ba nakita mo yan, adaanan mo, tapos nakita mo. Tapos pagtingin mo sa salamin, nasa likod na Ayaw, hindi ko kaya.
do you think it's just a lost child in the middle of nowhere? Or is it possible that what we're seeing is something much more sinister? Comment below. Many of the videos you're about to see were submitted by my audience.
Hindi ko kaya
If you
yan.
know of or own similar videos that you'd like me to see, please feel free to send them to the email address on your screen or as a direct message to my official Facebook page.
Pag yumaman ako, bibili ako ng kotse, walang likod, yung harapan lang. Oo, para wala akong makikita sa likod ko.
And if
Para pag nag-explore ako, pwede solo. Di ba? Yung walang likod, walang upuan sa likod. Yung dalawa lang yung upuan sa harap tsaka driver. Yun lang, walang likod.
If you enjoy my content, please subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Facebook. Without further ado, let's continue.
Let's continue. Tama na yan.
Number 4.
Ulit-ulit na natatakot na nga ako eh.
The following video was sent by a subscriber who preferred to remain anonymous. However, he decided to share with me a recording that, in his own words, has been worrying him for years. The clip was recorded inside an electrical goods store in Ciudad Guzman, Jalisco, Mexico, and shows a scene that could easily have come from a horror
mukhang
movie.
maganda to.
According to the message he sent me, the store workers were doing their usual cleaning before closing time until something completely inexplicable started to happen.
Eléctrica Inci Ciudad Guzmán, Jalisco.
Wow! Oh my God! Ito legit. Ito legit. Ito legit to. Paano nangyari sabay-sabay gumalaw yun? Boom! Oh my God. Paano nangyari yun sabay-sabay?
The lockers begin to open and close on their own, one after the other, as if something invisible were manipulating them from the inside.
Tapos may pumuti
The
pa, ano?
employees, bewildered, stood still, staring, not understanding what was happening, when suddenly one of the largest lockers fell violently to the ground, causing a loud crash that made the men finally react and run out of the place. One might think it was a draft or perhaps some problem with
Lahat yun may tali.
the locking system.
Kalokohan
But
yun.
let's remember that the premises were completely closed and there are no signs that anyone else was inside. How do we explain that the locker fell right after opening by itself? But within this whole inexplicable scene, there is something that the workers did not see, but that was captured on camera. If you pay attention, at the moment they flee, a whitish figure crosses the scene. Do you see it?
Ayun, may usok oh.
It might look like dust, yes, but they were cleaning, and the floor was perfectly clean. So, what was that? Could it have been the spirit responsible for moving the lockers?
Saka yung ano, yung pagbukas ng mga ano ba yun? Parang mga, basta yun. Pagbukas yun niya, sunod-sunod eh, no?
Or just a coincidence that the camera caught at the exact moment? Let me know what you think. Number 3. In this position, we find a rather strange video. According to the testimony accompanying the recording, it all happened while someone was trying to film the night sky to capture a shooting star. But what they ended up recording was something much more unsettling.
¿Alguien me explica qué es eso?
Anong meron? Uy, bulalakaw. Hindi bulalakaw yan. Gumagalaw eh. Naka-steady, tas biglang gumalaw.
It's not a meteorite, a shooting star, or even space debris entering the atmosphere, because suddenly the object stops and begins to move randomly across the sky. And that's not all. As you can see in the image, as it moves, it leaves some kind of luminous trail.
Mga alien. Mga alien yan eh.
So we can also rule out the possibility of drones, helicopters, and airplanes. So what could it really be? Is this unknown technology being tested? Or are we witnessing the recording of a genuine, unidentified flying object? Tell me what you think. Number 2.
UFO yan.
We continue with an intriguing recording made by police cameras who went to a wooded area after receiving several calls from neighbors who claimed to have heard strange sounds coming from inside the forest. When the officers arrive at the scene and begin their investigation, they never imagined what they were about to capture on their body cameras.
Yun yan.
Hold the light right there. Sir, you okay? Stay with
Ay!
Back up.
Patado yun ah.
This sequence is worthy of a horror scene. A hunched creature with thin,
Uy, ang
elongated
bilis.
limbs trying to hide among the foliage. But the worst comes at the end. And when it is
ang
discovered,
bilis, oh. Ano
with
yun,
impressive
hayop?
energy, the creature runs away at a speed that no living being on Earth is capable of imitating,
Nawala
disappearing
bigla,
among the
no?
trees and leaving the officers completely astonished. What did those cameras really capture? An
Skinwalker.
animal species yet undiscovered by science, a
Skinwalker.
genetic experiment,
Oh.
or perhaps a being from another world that decided to explore our planet under the cloak of night. Although the realism of this creature is impressive, nowadays with advances in artificial intelligence, distinguishing between reality and fiction is becoming increasingly difficult. These new technologies are capable of recreating creatures, lights, and movements with astonishing precision. But even with that in mind, there's something about this video, the way the creature moves, the authentic reaction of the police officers, that make it very difficult to think that this is all just a hoax. And you, what do you really think this being is?
Hindi mo malaman kasi kung AI o ano, pero kung AI yan, masyadong natural yung
A
dating.
manifestation of something unknown, a creature lost in the forest of the planet, or an illusion created by technology to confuse us even more. Number 1.
Masyadong realistic yan pag AI.
Anne Santiago is a very typical TikTok account. She uploads videos and personal experiences like many other people on this social network. However, not long ago, she uploaded a video that was different from anything she usually posts. She uploaded this video to her account, but it belongs to a friend of hers. It shows a friend working as a security guard. He started recording because while alone, he began hearing strange sounds he
Whoa.
never heard before on any of his shifts.
Bago pa to ah. Ay, ito yung Pilipino. Parang may naglalakad oh. Parang may humihinga.
Ano yun?
Creepy pa rin, no? Nay, nakakatakot naman yan. Uy, may umiyak. Takbo. Takbo talaga yan. Kagi, may umiyak. Takbo talaga yan. Takbo talaga yan. Putang.
Here, you can hear a voice that doesn't belong to the person recording, saying, "Be careful," in Filipino. Why would something try to warn him like that? Perhaps because of what was about to happen.
Binura niya, no? Yan talaga, yan ang tunay na reaction. Mumurahin mo talaga sa takot.
Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine you are truly alone and you stumble upon this lament, this cacophony.
Isipin nyo, ginagawa pa lang yung building. Meron nang nagbumulto. Kawawa yung titira dyan.
Could you return to your job afterwards? I want to know what you think, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was
The Darkest
The Darkest
Secret.
Secret.
Namiss ko yun, ah. Ang bagal, ang bagal talaga ng video ni Darkest Secret, nakakaantok. No, ang slow nung ang slow nung tempo niya. Bagal, di katulad nila Nooks, di ba? Pero magaganda, ang gaganda nung kanilang yung kanyang mga video, no, kakaiba. Kaya thank you sa panonood at see you next video.